Big-time bank. Ankrum Law, protecting what matters most. Ankrum Law, Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes. Winfield Tax Service. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and the support of our kids.
Good morning, Liberators. We're here live from Great Southern Bank Arena. Coming to you here with my co-host this morning, Clay Meyer. And we're going to bring you the quarterfinal round for the Bolivar Liberators today as they take on the 1 seed Nixa Eagles. Both teams picking up wins yesterday in the opening round of the 79th annual Blue and Gold tournament. Bolivar coming away with a victory over Camdenton, 75-40. And the top seed Nixa Eagles coming away with a win over the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, 83-49. Clay, it was a pretty good day yesterday for the Liberators.
Most certainly. Watching it yesterday, it was just a complete game all the way around, offensively, defensively. They took care of the ball. They got on there with good rebounding. The short guy, well, I shouldn't call him short, 6'1" sophomore, the young guy, let me put it that way. I don't know how many rebounds he brought down yesterday. He continues to impress me with his ability to go inside and get the rebounds. And, he's a guard, but I think he probably leads the team in rebounding. The team all day yesterday, 12 people on the team down here. All 12 of them got in and had minutes, substantial minutes on the floor yesterday, and 10 of them scored. So everybody contributes out here for the Liberators, and that's just good to see.
That's one thing we talked about yesterday is, the Blue and Gold, it's a long 4 days for all teams. And if you're playing on day 4, you're normally having a pretty good tournament. So it was very vital that we were able to get to play all 12 players yesterday. And we were able to contain such a big lead. That way we could rest some of, our top guys and some of our starters just because it's a long 4 days. You're playing on a college floor all 4 days, so it's much longer. So just able to get some of those, and just get some of those other guys that experience of getting to play in the Blue and Gold, just to be out here on a Division I floor like this, not too many kids get to do. So
that's exactly right. And, like you said, it's memories for several of them guys down there. It just you sit and you practice and you practice and you practice and you don't get it that much playing time. And here, this is a big stage. This crowd, obviously we're playing the morning games right now, but as we get later in the afternoon, the crowds are just spectacular down here. And to be able to get in and play in front of that amount of people and then to actually even score a basket or something like that, that's great memories for these young guys.
Right. So, Nixa and Bolivar, Clay being, like I said yesterday, just very rich tradition in basketball and really in all sports on the men's side. But both of these clubs, Nixa winning the Blue and Gold last year, Bolivar, I believe the last time it was 2021.
Right.
I believe so. So just a lot of rich tradition. These schools, these programs are used to, playing in these big time games here in the Blue and Gold. So should be an exciting one here. Bolivar comes in with a record of 6-2. They're currently on a 6-game winning streak over the last 6 games, playing extremely well right now, just shooting the ball, and just kids are kind of finding their roles, and they're playing their roles and just getting the job done, on the defensive end and then on the offensive end as well. Nixa comes in at 7-0, and what we talked about before we came on is Nixa has already played. This is their 3rd tournament already of the year, Clay.
Yeah, and I was way off on that, and I told somebody yesterday that I'm not really sure how, because it used to be you got 2 tournaments plus your district, I believe is what it was. It's what for Misha. But Nixa they're 7-0, but 3rd tournament, their 1st tournament was down in Arkansas, and they played some, quality schools down there, and then they went. Not really sure where it was at, but we think that it might have been on the East Coast because they were playing some schools from New York, Virginia, Florida.
Right.
So, that's that's kind of impressive right there itself. But it should be a good matchup here today. They're on a 7-game win streak. We're on a 6-game win streak.
Yeah, no, it should be a good one here today. And like we said, too, Nixa, they didn't start playing basketball. I think their first game was December 12th. So they've only been playing for, a solid 2 weeks because they advanced in the football playoffs for the state championship in Class 6 there. So they've not seen too much court time, but we know that this is destined to be a great game here today between the Nixa Eagles, which is your top seed in the Gold Division, against your unseeded here Bolivar Liberators.
Watching the warm-ups and everything, Bolivar, we've said all year, we don't have a lot of height. Our tallest guy is 6'3", and he comes in off the bench and is usually a spark plug for the Liberators. But we've been getting a lot of rebounds recently for just getting in good position, boxing people out. Watching that Nixa group down there warm up, every one of them was slamming the ball all the way through warm-ups, and not just go up and slam it one-handed or two-handed. I mean, they were trying all kinds of stuff around the back, bouncing it off the backboard and all this other stuff. It's going to be interesting to see if the Liberators can continue with their ways and getting these rebounds and boxing these. They're pretty tall. They're 6'4", 6'5", and 6'3". So, it's going to be interesting to see how we match up with them today.
Right, yeah, and I was watching, one of the shortest ones down there for Nixa was hammering it down. He probably is not even 6 foot. He can just jump like no other. So they're extremely, extremely athletic. Like I said, they're just coming off of a Class 6 state championship game there in football, and a lot of these kids are also on the football team as well. So it should be an exciting one here, and we're really going to see what we're made of right here at 9:30 this morning against the Nixa Eagles. So
it will be a true test for the Liberators. There's no question about it.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break as they do the national anthem here, and then we'll be back with starting lineups, and we'll have our tip-off here right at 9:30 a.m. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Drs. Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Welcome back to Great Southern Bank Arena here on Missouri State University campus. We're here for the Bolivar Liberators versus Nixas. doing starting lineup right now for Nixa. Number 1, Bryce Faster, 6-foot senior. Javon Flint, he's a 6-foot senior. Randy Flint, is 6'1" junior. Number 11, Casey Coons, a 6'3" senior. And number 21, Adam McKnight, 6'4" sophomore. For your Liberators tonight, Colton Engel is wearing number 1. He's 6'1" sophomore. Number 3, Brody Ingalls, 5'10" senior. Number 5, Gardner Casey, he's 6' senior. Number 10, Matt Giglio, he's a 6' junior. And number 15, Kenyon Adams, a 6'2" junior. So we're giving up a little bit of height difference on the team right here. Let me double check. I think they might have ran a different starter out there for Nixa.
Yeah, I know they were undecided about the 5th starter. They had a couple kids that were sick this morning, so they were still kind of undecided of who they were going to start there for their 5th starter.
Okay, Kenyon Adams going to jump for us, and I think that's number 21. Yeah, Adam McKnight, the 6'4" sophomore for Nixa.
All right, we've got Bolivar in the white uniforms with blue and yellow trim, and Nixa in the red uniforms with gray and white trim. And Nixa recovers the tip here. And they'll dribble over to the baseline to Jace Combs. Combs will drive out, kick it back out to Flint. Back up to the top to Foster. Foster up, shot, no good. Rebound by Casey. And he'll bring it back down for the Liberators. And Brody Engel will dribble back over to the right-handed side, kick it back over to Casey. Casey going to get the offense set up back over to Brody Engel. Over to brother Colton Engel. Drives baseline up and no good. Rebound by the Eagles. Fast break out to number 13. Goes off the rim. No good by the Eagles, and Gardner Casey comes up with the rebound. Back down the other way, kicks it over to Adams. Adams back out to Brody Engel. Liberators being very patient here, moving around on offense.
I think that may be a good thing for today.
Yes, absolutely. Kind of just value that time and be extremely patient on offense. And Gardner Casey kicks it into Kenyon Adams. Back out to Matthew Giglio. Back over to Adams, and they get tangled up. Loose ball, but Colton Engel is there to put it up for the Eagles, for the Liberators, and the Liberators strike first on the scoreboard here.
Outstanding heads-up play by Colton, stay in there. They were kind of scrum going for that ball, and it pops out, and he gets it.
Flint here out top. Kicks it back over to Keelis.
And we've got a foul. They're going to call a touch foul out front on Casey.
So that will be Gardner Casey's first personal foul here in the game. And looks like the Liberators are coming out in a man-to-man defense here.
Did they call a... No, the official wasn't in position, so...
And Nixa Eagles kind of got a box up. We're going to get an illegal screen going here. And that's going to be on Jace Combs for the Nixa Eagles. And the Liberators will take back over. You know, as we said, Clay, the Liberators being extremely patient on offense, really working the ball around, finding good shots here already early in the game.
And Nixa setting up with a token full court pressure, but am I mistaken, or did we have 3 officials yesterday?
No, we just had 2. So, okay. Yeah, in the blue and gold, first 2 rounds, 2 officials only, and then they go to 3. Okay. Gardner Casey over, shot up, no good. Deflected there by Adams. Casey gets his own rebound in. And the Liberators take a 4-0 lead here early in the first quarter. And they'll kind of apply a little full court pressure here. Gilo up top.
I'm going to give Kenyon the assist on that rebound. He slapped it out to Casey, and Casey was able to take it and drive it.
Casey, a deflection there, but Eagles take back over. Flint over to the corner, back into, dishes it into Ellis. And looks like kind of Adams and Casey comes up with the block there, tips it out of bounds, and the Eagles will take over underneath their basket here with 5:28 here in the first quarter. And the Liberators have an early lead.
Going to get a foul on Kenyon West is going to draw that, or Kenyon Adams, rather. Nice quick hand in there, but the official's going to bring him up.
That's something I noticed yesterday. We do a lot of great things with our hands. We get a lot of deflections, a lot of steals.
Another foul on Canyon.
Number 15, Kenyon Adams, whistle with his second personal foul.
And that's going to be Kenyon Adams' second personal foul already in the game. Just not even 3 minutes into the game. So Wyatt Campbell will check in.
And about 3 seconds apart.
Great defense there by Colton Ingold. Shot up by Combs. No good. Rebound by Ingold. And we're going to kick it the other way. Turnover by Gigolo. Flint with the break. And knocked out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to stay back Eagles ball.
Had a wide open Wyatt Campbell underneath the basket right there. I'm trying to get that pass to him and just quickness on the part of Nixa to steal that pass.
And they kick it into Adam McKnight. Up, no good. Flint with the rebound, up and good. And that will get the Nixa Eagles on the board here early in the first quarter. And the Liberators take it back the other way.
Not sure what happened there.
Looks like they're going to call Gigolo out of bounds. It seemed to happen a lot yesterday. We kind of just didn't notice where we were at there on the court. And the Eagles will take back over. Flint, their point guard, dribbling up. Kicks a great pass down to Combs. Kind of loses handle. Combs back up again. Off the mark, no good. And looks like Liberators going to take it over there. McKnight tried to save the ball out of bounds, tried to kick it off the Liberators, but it looks like he was out of bounds, so the Liberators will take back over.
Yeah, he threw that down on Brody. That's a kick ball there. Threw it down on him, hoping to bounce it out of bounds, but it might have been Colton. Colton was the one that ended up on the ground there. Colton, I think, caught it. Then he came in still out of bounds and tried to grab hold of it. So it turned into, good move.
Gigolo down to Wyatt Campbell for 2.
That was a great move by Giglio with the spinning move, just left the Nixa defender just standing there and was able to dish the ball off and get the bucket.
Right. Great job here by the Liberators early here in this contest. Just really, showed up ready to play. I like their energy. They've got Nixa Nixa's very frustrated right now.
Yeah, they're flustered. There's no question about it.
So we're going to stay right here. Nixa calls a quick 30-second timeout. Your Liberators lead 6-2 with 4:27 left here in the first quarter. Here in the 79th annual Blue and Gold quarterfinal round. Nixa being the top seed in the Gold Division. And Bolivar unseeded here in the Gold Division.
Can you remember how Nixa finished last year? It seems to me like didn't they go to the championship rounds up?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, they were a Final Four team last year. So in return, quite a few pieces from that Final Four team. So Nixa will take over here at the timeout. Flint will dribble up over to Foster. Foster will get his offense set up here, guarded by Brody Ingold. Foster over in the corner to Kellis. Over to McKnight.
They're going to call a blocking foul. I think everybody in the arena here thought it was an offensive foul.
And looks like that's going to be against Brody Ingold, his first personal. And Nixa will inbound it underneath their basket. Nixa throws it away, almost turned over there, but recovered there by the Eagles. Back over to Flint. Flint back to the top of the key to Foster. Foster, three-point ball up and no good.
Going to stay with Nixa, it looks like.
McKnight just really doing a good job for Nixa, crashing the boards.
They're using them springy legs, and they're not coming over the back. They're just going up above us and tipping that ball. Keeping it on their end.
Great defense, though, here early by the Liberators. Like I said, just Eagles are very flustered. Can't really get set up in an offense.
Reach-in foul by... That's going to be a reach-in on Connor Neal, I believe.
And that's already going to pick up the 5th foul of the first quarter here on the Liberators. So from here on out, every foul that the Liberators commit, the Eagles will shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Missed that one.
First one is up and no good by McKnight. And checking in for the Eagles is number 5, Lane Meltebarger.
Basket's up, and it's good. Liberators get the ball in to get to Brody. He gets it across the half court to Campbell. Go ahead.
Campbell kicks it back over to Brody Ingold. Brody Ingold's going to get the offense set up. Over to Neal. Back over to Colton. Colton looks for Campbell and goes out of bounds. Just kind of overthrows him there.
Yeah, Campbell had his man on his back, and they were trying to just do a little lob pass right there, but just a little long with it and out of bounds.
And Foster will bring it up for the Eagles. 3:26 left here in the first quarter. Your Liberators lead 6-3. Back over to Meldebarger. Meldebarger back, takes a little jump shot in the paint. No good. Colton Ingold with the rebound. And he'll bring it back down the other way for the Liberators. Ingold drives, kick it out to Gigolo, over to Neal. Neal over to Brody Ingold. Dishes it in to Campbell. And Campbell draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 for the Liberators.
It's be Nix's second foul. First on Bryce. Is it Foster?
Yes, Bryce Foster. That will be his first. And Campbell will go to the line for 2 here. First one up and good. One thing about it for the Liberators is we make our free throws. We do a good job of making our free throws, and man, that can definitely win and lose you games.
Without a doubt, it goes back to fundamentals, and we know how Coach Robbie is down there.
Second one up and good, and that gives the Liberators an 8-3 lead here with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Nixa will take it back the other way. Foster over to Kellis, being guarded by Brody Ingold. Kellis with the drive. Great defense there by the Liberators. Back over to Combs. Combs drives up and good. Combs with a nice drive there and pulls the Eagles within 3.
His first bucket of the evening. He's kind of silky smooth,
Yeah, very smooth. Like I said, a lot of these kids on Nixa just great athletes. Gigolo with the drive up and no good. Combs with the rebound. Pushes it back the other way to Foster. Foster over to the corner to Kellis. 3-ball up, no good. Ingold with the rebound to brother Ingold and good. Great fast break there by the Ingold brothers. And the Eagles will come back the other way.
It was a pretty good little lob pass, actually, over to him. Came over his shoulder catch and one stepping up. About the only way to make that play.
The Eagles kind of doing a little weave play here out in front. They kick it into McKnight. McKnight up and good. That's one thing that we've got to eliminate, Clay, is McKnight is a threat inside. We want to eliminate getting the ball in the paint to him because he's just so dominant inside in the paint.
Yeah, they've been collapsing down pretty good on him, but that time he's able to do a little fall away. Inside to Campbell, hits the floor hard, but he just pops right back up. I think the ball's going to stay with the Liberators. Gardner Casey back in the ball game, in place of Giglio.
Brody Ingold will inbound it to Wyatt Campbell. And picked off by Meldebarger, and he'll go the other way. Missed layup, but gets his own rebound and is blocked by Wyatt Campbell.
Wow, boy, yeah, it was blocked.
Man,
very nice job.
Very, very huge break there for the Liberators. Meltebarger just misses a wide open layup, gets his own rebound, but blocked there by Campbell. And they get it into McKnight. Up, no good. And Bryce Foster is there for the rebound and the putback. And that pulls the Eagles within 1 here. Just a little under a minute left here in the first quarter. Gardner Casey up top, drives up, and
draws the foul.
Draws the foul there.
It's going to be against number 5, Lane
Layton Meldebarger.
I got to see that one.
And Gardner Casey will go to the line for 2. We've got 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. First one up and no good. Your Liberators lead 10-9. And it looks like Lucas Polk is going to check in for Wyatt Campbell. And Flint's going to come back in for the Nixa Eagles, replacing Bryce Foster. Second one up and good. And that gives the Liberators a 2-point lead here. And we'll see if the Nixa Eagles take one shot here, or they try to maybe get a couple more shots here in the first quarter.
I think Nixa's going to try to get as many as they can. Right?
And Flint there with a little jumper over on the right-handed block is good. And we got a tie ball game here with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brody Ingold, it looks like we're going to take one shot here to end the first quarter. And we'll take some time off the clock here. Got about 13 seconds left here. Gardner Casey up top. Guarded by Kellis. Casey over to Brody. Brody 3-ball up. No good. Rebounded by Meltebarger.
And that's going to be the quarter.
And that's going to be the quarter here. We got a tie ball game, folks. Tied up all at 11 between the Liberators and the Eagles. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with the second quarter action. You're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
All clothing is arriving at C&C Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon. Have a great selection of outwear by Bernie Apparel and Carhartt. Wood pellets, by the bag, the ton, or pallets. Now's the time to improve your fencing. Barbed wire, T-posts, pipe gates, panel gates at C&C's everyday low prices. Have any questions for the Farm and Home? Well, the answer man at C&C Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has the answers for you.
Hi, this is Donald with C&C Farm and Home Supply in Bolivar and Lebanon. If you have questions, we have the answers.
CMH Orthopedic and Spine Center in Bolivar offers walk-in orthopedic care Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Available to children and adults, the clinic provides non-emergent care for orthopedic injuries, such as fractures, dislocations, sport injuries, and shoulder, hip, and knee pain. No appointment is necessary. For more information, you can visit them on the web or call 417-777-2663.
Welcome back to Great Southern Bank Arena on campus of Missouri State. Your Liberators are tied after the end of the first quarter, 11-11, with the number 1 seeded Nixa Eagles. Tight game. I'll tell you, it's just it's one of those deals. The intensity's there on both sides, and the shots aren't falling really for either team, but we're not getting a lot of clean shots, but neither is Nixa.
The Liberators will inbound it here. Got a little disaster there at half court, but we were able to pick the ball back up, and Brody Ingold will get his offense set up here. Kicks it over to Casey. Nixa Eagles playing a little man-to-man defense here. Over to Neal. Neal over to Wyatt Campbell. Great cut by Wyatt Campbell to the basket, and he gives the Liberators back the lead here early in the second quarter.
A little high-low action right there. Wyatt seen that his guy wasn't paying any attention to him, so he was able to make that cut and get in there.
Foster drives, kicks out to Kellis. Kellis 3-ball up, no good.
We're going to call that foul on Matt Giglio. Man. Liberators
I kind of thought Giglio had the inside position there, but they're going to give that, like you said, that personal foul to Matt Giglio, and it will stay Nixa Eagles ball here. And they'll inbound it underneath their basket. Kick over to Combs. Combs up and good. Gardner Casey will bring it back up for the Liberators. A little screen and roll there by Wyatt Campbell. Casey takes a jump shot and gets fouled coming down, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Foul's going to be on number 13, Ty Kells, for Nixa, his first. We need to take advantage right here and score points with the clock stopped.
Like I said earlier, free throws wins and loses you some big games. So it's very important to make our free throws here in this game today. First one up and good by Gardner Casey. And Colton Ingold back into the game. We'll replace Connor Neal, and Connor Neal will go to the bench here early in the second quarter. Second one up and good. And the Liberators take back over. 15-13 here early in the second quarter. Flint will bring it down for the Eagles. Guarded by Gigolo. Kick over to Foster. Foster drive, jump shot up, no good. Wyatt Campbell comes up with the rebound.
Wyatt making his presence known here underneath the boards today. Good so far.
No, that's what we said, Clay, is we're going to have to be very physical because Nixa, they're 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". And our tallest kid is 6'3", so. Gigolo into Wyatt Campbell. Campbell back out to Gigolo. 3-ball. Up and good. And that extends the Liberators' lead to 5 here with 6:25 left here in the second quarter.
Wyatt Campbell trying to make that move in the lane and drew a lot of attention. Everybody collapsed down, and he found the open man and hit a big three.
Killis over in the corner, looks for McKnight, but just Wyatt is just playing smothering defense on McKnight, not letting him get really many touches here, and that's going to kind of be the key to the victory here today. Foster will bring it back up for the Eagles and get his offense started. Drive over to Metalbarger in the corner. Up, jump shot, no good. Rebound by Campbell. Great defensive effort there by all Liberators. And Gardner Casey will bring it back the other way. Drive, up, layup, no good. Rebound by Colton, and we're going to get a foul called.
Outstanding. Colton goes in and grabs that rebound, and the Nixa defender, number 13, Ty Kells, he kind of reaches in there and pretty much it looked like it caught him right across the lower part of the chin there.
Just a great effort there by the Liberators, like you said. They're just, I mean, they're playing hard. They know that what they've got to do to win this game, and they're doing exactly what Coach Hoy is drawn up to do. Gardner Casey out top. Looks like we got a little pick and roll there with Campbell. Campbell with the screen over to Gigolo. Nixa playing a man-to-man defense. Just kind of getting it spread out here. Ingold over to older brother Brody. Brody drives, kicks back over to Gigolo. Rims out, no good by Gigolo, but Brody with the rebound. And it will stay Liberator ball here with 5:10 left in the first half. Ingold just
way outside right there.
Pulls up from the college arc. And that extends the Liberator lead to 8. And back come the Eagles. Deflected, steal by Ingold. And looks like we're going to get a foul called on the Eagles, and the Liberators will take back over here.
Outstanding effort right there by everybody involved down there. I think Colton got that rebound and tried to just flip it over to his brother, but his brother had already vacated that spot, but he was fouled trying to make that pass. So kind of slowed everything down. I loved the way we was going fast right there, but I tell you, I think that looking at Coach Hoig over there on the sideline, he may need a breather right now himself. So slow it down and let's make something happen here again. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. And looks like Brody Ingles going to step out of bounds there. Eagles kind of playing a box press there, trying to apply a little pressure and get some turnovers here as they're down 8 with 4:49 left here in the second quarter. And the Eagles will take back over, and Flint will bring it back up for the Eagles. Gigolo out top. Flint up, no good. Ingold with the rebound, out to Casey. Fast break. Casey
with Wyatt running the floor.
Wyatt Campbell coming out of nowhere with the offensive rebound. And that gives the Liberators a 10-point lead here with 4:27 left in the second quarter. And the Eagles are going to take a 30-second timeout.
Okay.
And we're going to stay right here. Clay, just an incredible job by the Liberators here. I guarantee you nobody in Southwest Missouri had the Liberators with a 10-point lead here midway through the second quarter.
You're right. You're exactly right. And just the intensity by the Liberators right now, like that last play right there. You know, we hit Casey at half court, and he realizes he's one-on-one, and he started to slow down, but I think he seen Wyatt coming up, so he challenged. Casey challenged him and went in there. He missed the bucket, but Wyatt just made the perfect follow-up for the bucket right there to put us up 10. You got to love this intensity out here right now.
You know, it's always great to see an unseeded team just challenging, a team like Nixa, number 1 seed in the gold division and coming off of a blue and gold championship last year. And Nixa Eagles will take over. Missed layup there by Adam McKnight, and we're going to get a rebound.
And a foul called.
And that's going to be, it looks like 4th team on the Eagles. The next one will be shooting free throws.
Number 24 with the foul. I don't have him written down here, but yeah, we got that rebound, but then we fumbled it out of bounds, but luckily we was fouled, so we kept possession of the ball.
Eagles playing again, a box press. Liberators break it. Brody Ingold over to Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt Campbell 3-ball. Colton Ingold with the rebound and turns it away, but Gaylo gets it back. Here comes Wyatt Campbell.
He goes in for the bucket and is fouled pretty hard. I think a little frustration on the Nixa Eagles right now. They take Wyatt down pretty hard.
And Wyatt Campbell's going to go to the line here to extend the Liberator lead here with 3:52 left in the second quarter. Your Liberators leading by 10. Just an outstanding job by the Liberators on defense. Their defense has got Nixa so flustered right now. They can't really get into anything, Clay.
Yeah, and once again, that's just trademark defense right there by Coach Robbie Hoey.
Like we've said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who Robbie's got on the floor. You never count Robbie out of any game. And Wyatt Campbell misses the first one, second one up and good. And that gives the Liberators a 24-13 lead with 3:52 left here in the first half. Wyatt Campbell's going to go to the bench, and Kenyon Adams is going to check back in. Adams went to the bench extremely early in the game with 2 fouls, so going to have to be extremely smart here.
With 3:44 to go.
And kick up, no good. Gardner Casey with the rebound, and he's going to bring it back the other way. Brody Ingold kicks it over to Gigolo. Gigolo back over to Casey. Casey drives, kicks it over to Brody. 3-ball in the corner. Good!
Brody nails it. We're getting him heated up. He's only taken a couple shots, but he's hit 2 consecutive threes from deep behind the line.
Big 3 by Ingold, and that extends the Liberators' lead to 14 with 3:08 left here in the first half. Eagles get it into McKnight, but it looks like we're going to have a foul called.
They're going to call that foul on Canyon. It looked like the ball might have been tied up, but they are going to call Canyon with his 3rd foul. Picked up 2 really early on in the first quarter. Coach has had him sitting over there and was hoping to get the last 3 minutes of this half out of him, but they have whistled him for his 3rd personal foul.
The Eagles will inbound it underneath their basket. Kick it over to McKnight. Steal by Wyatt Campbell. And 3-ball by Ingold. Good!
Folks, he's not even close to the 3-point line.
He's got to be 10 feet from the college arc. He was literally out there by the bear.
Almost a logo.
And that extends the Liberator lead to 17, and the Eagles dribble it out of bounds, and the Liberators will take back over here with 2:43 left in the second quarter. Your Liberators lead 30-13 over the top-seeded Nixa Eagles. And Brody will bring it up for the Liberators. Kicks it over to Casey. Casey drive up, no good. Wyatt Campbell there with the rebound.
He draws the foul.
Just an unbelievable effort by the Liberators, both on the offense and defensive end here in the first half of this game.
Foul's going to be called on number 5. That's that Lane Meltebarger. That's his 2nd.
Wyatt Campbell, first one up and good. Clay, kind of like we talked about, it's always nice to put points on the board when the clock's not moving.
Yeah.
So
13 points now for Wyatt right there. Coach is he's going to bring Casey out and put Neal back in, get Casey a couple-minute break here. Wide eyes are in for a second. It's up and rattles around and out. Nixa with the rebound.
And Nixa will bring it back up with 2:27 left here in the first half. Liberators lead 31-13 over the Nixa Eagles. Nixa will kind of run some offense here, moving the ball around. Metalbarger with the drive in, kicks it back out to Foster. Back over to Meldalbarger. Meldalbarger over to McKnight. McKnight up and good, and he's going to try to go to the line for the three-point play.
He's going to call that on White, I think. He was able to get the ball into him. He had the board on White, so White was at his back, but we had great help defense. He went up strong, though. Metalbarger went up strong, and unfortunately, White got him from behind.
And McKnight, his free throw up and
McKnight.
good. And the Liberators take back over with 2 minutes left here in the first half. Brody Ingold with the ball. Little screen and roll with Wyatt Campbell. Brody over to brother Colton Ingold. Colton with the drive. Kick over to Campbell on the block. Great drive there by Ingold and finds Campbell over on the opposite side block. And that extends the Liberators' lead to 17. Here comes backs the Eagles. 3-ball up, no good. Campbell with the rebound. Over to Ingold, and it goes out of bounds. Kind of just got in a hurry there, Clay.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the excitement that the boys are feeling it right now. Brody, he goes up and he taps that ball too, White, because he knew he wasn't going to be able to bring it down. White gets it and tries to return it to him. And just a little excitement.
And the Nixa Eagles will take back over there in front of the Liberator bench with 1:30 left here in the first half. Back into McKnight. McKnight up and good. Like I've said, Clay, that's going to be our key to victory. If we can keep him out of the paint scoring, that's kind of where their threat is.
He's got 8 points, but 2 of them are from the line. We're kind of holding, but the little turnover.
Casey up top with the turnover. And that will be Jace Combs with the easy layup, fast break. And that brings the Eagles within 13 points here.
Under a minute to go here in the half. The Liberators will probably hold this ball and try to get that last second shot. Oh, no.
Brody Ingold from the Bear, up, no good. Rebound by Meldalbarger. Kicks over to Combs, and Combs will bring it back the other way for the Eagles. And we'll see if the Eagles will hold for one shot. They do not. McKnight comes up with it, off the glass and in.
Nixa with a pretty good little run right here. We need to slow this down and get them out of their momentum here. They've got it right now.
And Brody will dribble it up for the Liberators. And we'll go for one shot here with 10 seconds left in the first half. Little screen pick by Wyatt Campbell. Brody Ingold with the drive. Kicks over to Colton Ingold, up, no good. And that will do it here in the first half.
Wow.
What an outstanding first half, Clay, by the Liberators, as they'll go to the locker room leading the top-seeded Nixa Eagles here 33-22. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll have our Warwick halftime show coming right back up. You're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
Line Bank is refreshing the way traditional banking is done and reimagining banking to be more technology forward while maintaining a customer-focused approach that is unmatched in the banking industry, making Line Bank your true hometown bank. With 4 branches in Bolivar, Gulmy, and Pittsburgh, and free regional ATMs, Line Bank brings financial services right to your community. Count on them for checking, savings, retirement accounts, and mobile banking you can access 24/7. Line Bank, banking refreshed. Member FDIC.
You'll find everything you need to turn the great outdoors into your own personal playground at Hobby Time. From ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles to Falcon bass boats, Avalon pontoons, and firearms for every season. Hobby Time is the toy store for the outdoor enthusiast. Located just north of Bolivar off Highway 13. Get into the outdoor game with Hobby Time. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
For all your furniture and bedding needs, visit Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. Come see our great quality mattresses and furniture closeouts. You will not find more bang for your buck on pillow tops, Euro tops, temper-grade foam mattresses, and adjustable bases. Same for sofas, sectionals, recliners, bedroom, and dining room furniture. From budget to luxury, we got it all. Payment programs available, same as cash, no credit needed. Check out our many great reviews on Facebook and Google. We will treat you right and earn your 5-star review. Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. 451 South Springfield Avenue, Bolivar, Missouri.
If you're buying or selling real estate in Southwest Missouri, call Hubbard Realty. We're your local real estate experts with a team of dedicated professionals who will represent you through one of life's biggest challenges, buying or selling a home, land, or investment property. Let our years of experience in up and down markets guide you with data-driven advice and researched guidance. With generational roots in the area, we're here to stay. So work with the realtors you know, like, and trust. The agents at Hubbard Realty. We're your hometown real estate experts.
All right, Liberator fans, we're back here at the Great Southern Bank Arena on the campus of Missouri State University. Your Liberators going into halftime here with an 11-point lead over the top-seeded Nixa Eagles, 33-22. And we're here with the Warwick halftime show along with Clay Meyer. Clay's got some stats for us, and he's going to kind of go over those, and we'll just kind of talk a little bit about this first half, Clay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's been extremely exciting down here. Dwayne, I think you would really be enjoying this, buddy, back home. Anyway, tonight so far, let's see, Nixa, Bryce Foster has 2 points. Kevon Flint has 4 points. Randy Flint has 0 points. Jace Combs, 4 points. Adam McKnight, their leading scorer, 4 points. The Nixa really doesn't have anybody in foul cup trouble. They've got 3 people that came in off the bench that picked up 2 fouls each. But like I said, they don't have anybody really in that big of foul trouble. For your Liberators, Colton Engel has 4 points. Brody Engel has 9 points. Casey Gardner has 3 points. Matt Giglio has 2 points. Canyon Adams hasn't scored. Now, Canyon is going to be in a little bit of foul trouble. He picked up 2 fouls early in the first quarter. Coach brought him to the bench for a little while, put him back in with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, and he immediately picked up a 3rd foul. So he is going to be one to watch. You know, he'll get the start here, but if he picks up that 4th foul early, he's going to have to go and sit for a while. Then Wyatt Campbell coming in off the bench is leading the way for the Liberators right now with 15 points. 15 big, hard-earned points, getting them offensive rebounds and just doing a tremendous job. So you got him with that spark, and I'll tell you, now the Brody Engel hitting these deep threes. Now he's hit 3 of them right in a row that were probably 2, 3, 4 steps outside of the college three-point line. And then right there with less than a minute to go, he tried one from the actual Bear. You know, you hear about you never heard about logo threes before until, last year before last with Caitlin Clark from Iowa. But Engels, Brody, he decided to try him one of them logo threes right there. I thought it was going to go. I really did.
Like you said, if that ball goes in the hole for us, this place erupts.
It might, and there could have been some Nixa fans on their side get up and leave. I don't know. It might have happened.
Right.
What a ball game so far.
Yeah, just an outstanding job by the Liberators. You know, like I said earlier in the broadcast, I don't think anyone in Southwest Missouri had this halftime score of this game. But you can't ever count a team out of Coach Robbie Hoyes.
No, exactly not. And, you can't get too far, can't look too deep into this one because they're going to make a run. Basketball is a sport of runs, and each team's going to get them. You just got to try to slow that. When they get that, you got to find something to take that momentum away from them when they start with that run.
Absolutely. It's going to be, you always, as a former coach and being a coach's kid, the third quarter is so important. It's so important to just keep doing what you've been doing all game. And we've got to come out of the locker room at halftime and just keep valuing the basketball, being patient on offense, getting good shots. And then, on the defensive end, we've just done a great job. And that's why we're in the position we are, is we've just been playing stifling defense. And Nixa just doesn't have an answer.
Yeah, that we have flustered them. There's no question about that. You told me early on, I'm not that familiar with Nixa. I know last year, I believe they were a Final Four team. I know the history with their program and everything. But before the game we were talking, you told me this McKnight kid, that was going to be kind of a key to them because he can just take over a game in the middle of that paint right there. And we have literally frustrated him so bad. Wyatt Campbell has done an outstanding job of denying him the ball. And when he does get the ball, we collapse on him so good that there's nothing he can do with it. He's had a limited amount of shot opportunities through the first quarter. I think he only had 2 or 4 points at the most. He is leading the way for him right now with 10 points. He broke free there for a couple, and he got a couple to roll in. But I think Coach is going to say, guys, don't change anything. Keep up with the intensity right here. Just stay after him and let's go. Let's see what happens.
Right, and kind of going back to McKnight, the history on him. McKnight is a 3-time 3-sport athlete. He's the quarterback for the Nixa Eagles on the gridiron. He's, they're stud, for the basketball team, and then he's an ace pitcher for the baseball team. He's all state and everything. So he's a phenomenal athlete, and to do what we've been doing to him and shutting him down and kind of just taking him out of the game, speaks a lot about our game plan, because he's just, all the respect to him. He's just a great athlete. He's a great player. He's a very well known, not just in Southwest Missouri, but just in the state of Missouri and all over the nation. He's just a great athlete. So we knew coming in that, hey, we were going to have to come up with a game plan and execute it, and that's exactly what we've done here in the first half. Now we just have to carry it over, like we've said, from the first half to second half and finish this game off, because let me tell you what, this is going to hit the storylines if the Liberators can come out on top here today.
Make this upset happen.
So it would be incredible, and one of the biggest wins in the Robbie Hoy's coaching area by far, and just in Liberator basketball history. It just would be a huge win for our program today. But we got to keep doing the little things and just finish this ball game out. 16 minutes.
Yeah, I like this right here. The Liberators are coming back out onto the court. We talk about leadership and getting after it. Gardner Casey comes out. He's the first one out, and then he stops at the edge of the court right there and slaps hands with every one of his teammates as they come out. Tell them, let's go. Let's keep this up. I just love the way this team performs as a team. You know what I mean? It's just tremendous. They cheer one another on at all times. They help each other up, and they got each other's back. And I just love to see that with this team.
Yeah, absolutely, Clay. It's like I said yesterday, and that's why we had the success we had yesterday was, everyone just comes in and plays their role, whether it's on the offense, defensive end, whether it's even over sitting on the bench. The guys that haven't even been in the game, they are just as crucial as the ones that are on the floor.
Yeah.
So
without a doubt, like I said, we brought 12 kids down here. All 12 of them played substantial minutes yesterday, and 10 of them scored. So just a great job.
Absolutely. Well,
I think what we're going to do right now is we probably need to go ahead and take a break. We got a minute to go here before we come back, so we're just going to send it back to the station. You're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com, and you're listening on YourCountry 99. Today's game is brought to you by Mid-Missouri Bank. Thank you.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
When you own a commercial lawn service, you know a thing or two about great cuts. You also know that every dollar counts. And with Gravely's Mow Like a Pro sales event, you can save up to $2,000 and receive special financing on select models of America's most rugged and dependable commercial lawnmowers, including the Big Pro Turn 600. But hurry, the Mow Like a Pro sales event is for a limited time only, and only at Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
All right, Liberator fans, we're back here at Great Southern Bank Arena on the campus of Missouri State University. Your quarterfinal action here in the 79th annual Blue and Gold. Your Liberators leading the top-seeded Nixa Eagles 33-22 here as we start the second half. And it looks like Nixa is going to have the first possession here in the second half. So here we go. 16 minutes left. And Foster's going to kick it over to Flint. Liberators still kind of playing a man-to-man defense, and they get it into McKnight. All 5 starters back in the game for.
They're going to call a foul on, that's going to be on Gardner Casey. He might have leaned into it a little bit. He tried to draw the charge, but I think they called it on the floor, though, didn't they?
Nope, they called it on. It was a shooting foul, so they're going to go to the line here for a 3-point play. First rebound up and no good. Gigolo with the rebound. And the Liberators take back over here. Gigolo will walk it up over on the right-handed side in front of the Liberator bench. And it looks like Nixon's going to come back man-to-man defense as well. Kicks it over to Adams. Adams over to Casey. Casey back into Adams. Adams, nice. Backdoor cut by Ingold there. Ingold, rebound up, no good. Back over to Adams. Adams off the block, no good. And rebound by the Eagles, and they'll take it back the other way.
A couple good looks right there before the Liberators just couldn't get it to fall.
Holmes with the drive, up and good. And the Eagles are within 7 here. Gigolo back down the other court, down the other way. And the Liberators will be patient here on offense and run some offense. Brody Ingold up, 3-ball.
There, we needed that. We needed
that big time.
They were on that little run that we were talking about at halftime, and that was a stopper right there for it, hopefully.
Eagles back down the other way. Flint with a little 2-point jump shot just inside the 3-point line. Lots of back and forth action already here early in the third quarter. And here come back the Liberators. Brody Ingold up top here. Little screen and roll by Adams. Kicks it back over to Casey. And Casey turns it over, trying to get it into Adams. And the Eagles will come back the other way. Combs up.
They're going to call a blocking foul.
And they're going to call a...
It's going to be on Brody. Or Colton Ingold, rather. No, that is Brody.
That is Brody.
It's going to be his first.
Chiefs Combs shooting 2.
Boy.
Looks like Combs is going to go to the line for 2 here. First one up, no good. Liberators kind of feeling a little lucky here in the third quarter. The Eagles have missed so far 3 of their free throws here early. And the second one up by Combs. And that one is good, and that brings the Eagles within 7 here with 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Brody Ingold will dribble it up for the Liberators.
Quick hand by Nixa creates the turnover.
And layup up, no good. Adam gets the rebound. And Combs comes up with another offensive rebound, drives up, no good, off the mark, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in.
They're using that Euro step quite often right there to get themselves on into the basket. Never like that.
Never like that. Never like that.
Probably ought to take a break right here where you're listening to the Bolivar Liberator basketball on YourCountry 99, watching on MoSportsZone.com.
Welcome to Coral Supply in Bolivar. Coral Supply and Kubota have stepped up to get you the Kubota tractor you need.
Right now, get 0 APR, 0 down for up to 60 months on the L2502 package at Coral Supply in Bolivar, equipped with box blade, bush hog, and 18-foot trailer, now through 12/30/24. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
At Coral Supply in Bolivar, we make it simple to buy a new Kubota tractor.
And we're back here at Great Southern Bank Arena on the campus of Missouri State University. Your Liberators leading the top-seeded Nixa Eagles 36-31 with 5:28 here left to play in the third quarter. Clay, we talked about the third quarter was going to be extremely important of how we came out and played.
Yeah, exactly right. And, Nixa has made their runs right here. We're trying to, we went in 11 up, and we're only up by 5 right now. We're trying to Just got to keep the win. Win the quarter is what we look for.
Win the quarter. We just got to settle down, and play our game. Gardner Casey will bring it up, kicks it over to Colton Ingold. Colton will drive.
Don't call a hand check on number 11. It's going to be on Combs. That's his second of the evening.
Clay, like I said during the halftime show, it's just going to be extremely important just to value the ball, get good shots, just like we were doing in the first half. And we're going to inbound it in. Colton Ingold. And Colton with and one!
A double thumb fake right there. Gets him off his feet. Then he gets the ball off and gets it to the roll in, but definitely draws the foul. So we're going to have a traditional three-point play right here. Incredible
move by the sophomore Colton Ingold. We needed that big time, Clay.
That's 3 fouls on Combs now.
Free throw up and good. And that extends the Liberators' lead to 8 with 5:08 left to play in the third quarter. Nixa Eagles back down the other way. And they kick it into McKnight. McKnight jump shot, no good. Rebound by Gardner Casey. Casey brings it up the floor, loses it.
Loses it in traffic.
Back the other way. Reverse shot by the Eagles. Combs with the rebound, up and good. And he's going to try to go for the traditional three-point play as well.
I think that's going to be Canyon's fourth. Yep.
So it looks like we've got a couple Liberators checking into the game here. Connor Neal and Wyatt Campbell will check in, and Kenyon Adams and Gardner Casey will go to the bench. 4:49 left here to play. Free throw up and good, and the Liberators lead 39-34 over the Nixa Eagles.
Cut that back to 5-point lead now. Liberators need to take care of the ball now.
Colton Eagle will dribble it down. Oh, my. Looked like it went almost clear up the top of the goal, and somehow he got that to go in. I have no idea.
They call that high off the backboard.
And that gives the Liberators a 7-point lead. And the Eagles will take back over here on offense. Foster with the baseline drive. Kick out to Combs. Combs, 3-ball up, no good.
Off the Nixa Eagles. Going to be Liberator ball going the other direction.
Yeah. The Kellis tried to get the rebound there and off the hands.
You think the Liberator should maybe
calm down?
Just calm down a little bit.
You can tell they're playing a little anxious right now. Gigolo will bring it up for the Liberators. 4:06 left to play in the third quarter. Kicks it over to Campbell. Campbell back up to Colton Ingold up top. Back over to Gigolo. Gigolo tries to get Wyatt Campbell on the block, but turns it over by McKnight.
No bucket. Going to call that on Brody.
Yep, looks like Brody Ingle's going to pick up the personal foul.
That's going to be his third foul right there. We had a set play run down here. We were trying to hit Wyatt with a lob. Nixa just
Nixa gets it into McKnight. McKnight makes his way up 4-2. And that brings the Eagles within 5 with 3:43 left to play in the third quarter.
And
looks like they're going to get a hand check foul here with Flint.
It's going to be his first foul of the morning.
And that's going to give Nixa Eagles 3 team fouls here. So a couple more, and it'll put us at the line here. Colton Ingold to inbound the ball to brother Brody Ingold, and he'll bring it down for the Liberators. Brody kicks it over, back over to brother. Colton Ingold up top. Screen by Campbell. Colton Ingold with the drive, and going to get the block foul.
It's going to be on number 13. Kells, that's his third.
Clay, this is an extremely important possession here that we score. We've got a 5-point lead here. We need a basket right here.
And we tossed it into Wyatt, and it got away from him, and Nixa picks the ball up in the lane. They advance it down the floor. There's Kelt with a two-footer. We get the rebound off of. There's a shot.
Brody Ingold back down the other way. Layup up and good.
Well, it came a possession later, but we got it.
Right, no, and I like to give that credit to Connor Neal coming up with the tipped rebound there. Tips it over to Brody Ingold, and Brody Ingold goes the length of the floor for a layup. And back the other way is Combs with a little dribble drive jump shot. And we've got ourselves a 5-point game here. 43-38 left here in the third quarter. 2:45 left to play. And Colton Ingold will have it up top. And looks like they're going to spread it out. Colton Ingold with the drive up. No good. Off the mark. Wyatt Campbell with the tip off to Gigolo. And we get the offensive rebound here. Campbell in trouble. And ball tipped away, back down to the Eagles. McKnight with the jump shot, up, no good. Rebound by Kellis, and that brings the Eagles within 3.
Here we go. We're going to try to get Casey in. I thought Coach might be calling a timeout, but he's just going to let this play out and wait for the dead ball for Casey to come back into the game.
And Brody Ingold up top with 2:01 left to play in the third quarter. The Liberators lead 43-40. And the Liberators trying to be patient here and get a good shot. And Gigolo turns it away, trying to get into Campbell. And back the other way, the Eagles miss dunk. Rebound by Colton Ingold. And the Eagles will pick up the foul.
I thought he was going to try to bring this crowd to their feet, this Nixa crowd to their feet with a slam. That might have taken a little momentum away from him right there because he was wide open, and I think everybody in gym was expecting that to be flushed hard down through the whole hoop.
Huge stop there by the Liberators. I believe.
Did he pick up his 4th foul?
Yeah, picked up his 4th foul. So Combs is going to go to the bench here with 1:41 left to play in the third quarter.
Combs is the one that's pretty much won this quarter for Nixa. I mean, he 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Colton Ingold's going to go to the line here.
Combs with 12 points in this quarter.
First one up and good.
Get us back to 5.
Second one is up and good. Colton Ingold, has played an incredible third quarter as well for the Liberators. He's made some big shots along the way, and that extends the Liberator lead to 5 with 1:34 left here to play in the third quarter. And the Eagles will move it around the arc, tries to get it in to McKnight. Campbell with the deflection, but picked back up by Flint. And Foster will set the offensive up for the Eagles. Over to Kellis. Kellis back over to Foster. Foster in the corner to Flint.
Campbell just picked up his foul. I was wondering, I was kind of watching, man, he was playing aggressive defense inside right there. And I seen the officials kind of taking a double look at him. So they called him for the foul away from the ball. It's going to be his second.
Only bad thing about that, Clay, is we're now going to go to the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Oh.
And Adam McKnight here will try for 2 for the Eagles. First one up and good. And here comes the second one for Adam McKnight. Up and off it. Looks like that's going to be off the Nixa Eagles there.
Well, we caught a break right there.
Big break there. Colton Ingold will inbound it to Gardner Casey. Gardner Casey will dribble the length of the floor. Kick over to Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt Campbell gets just
hammered,
annihilated there. And he's going to go to the free throw line.
The ball spun out of the basket, though.
Man, that would have been huge if that ball would have went in. And Wyatt Campbell will go to the line trying to extend this Liberator lead here. First one up and good.
Wyatt doing a good job of hitting free throws tonight. He's 6 of 8.
Got to make free throws to win big games. Second one up and good for Wyatt Campbell. And that gives the Liberators a 6-point lead here with 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Flint will dribble it up for the Eagles. I assume they probably won't go for one shot. They'll look to get a quick shot here. Try to get a couple possessions left here in the third quarter. Kicks it into McKnight.
Wyatt, he got it in there, and there's no question about the foul right there, but I'm pretty sure he said, well, if I'm on foul, he's not going to get that shot off.
You know, that's one thing I was always taught growing up playing basketball. If you're going to foul them, you better make sure they don't put it in the hoop. So great foul there by Wyatt Campbell, but that does give him his third personal of the game. So he's going to have to play smart the rest of this third quarter here. And McKnight will go to the line for two. First one up. No good.
Got to make sure we box out on there. We about gave him an offensive rebound the last time he was at the line. Next that one.
The second one is up and good. Looks like McKnight's going to go to the bench, and Mellebarger's going to check back in for the Eagles. 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Liberators lead 47-42, and Casey will bring it up for the Liberators. Kicks it over to Colton, back over to Brody. And we'll see if the Liberators go for one shot here. Brody back over to Casey. Over to Colton. Back over to Connor Neal in the corner. And looks like the Liberators will hold for one shot here with 19 seconds left. And Casey turns it over, trying to get it into Wyatt Campbell.
10 seconds to go. Nixa's going to hold for the last.
Looks like they're going to kind of spread it out. Foster up, no good. Rebound by Mellebarger, up, no good.
We dodged a bullet right there.
Whew. Big break there for the Liberators as they lead 47-42 here at the end of the third. We're going to send it back to the station for a quick break. You're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
Hey, welcome back to Great Southern Bank Arena on the campus of Missouri State University. Your Bolivar Liberators currently leading the number one seed Nixa Eagles 47-42 in the quarterfinals of the blue and gold tournament. Well, quite the game right here. Bolivar Liberators tied the first quarter with them. We won the second quarter, and we lost the third quarter. So this is going to come down with a 5-point lead going into the fourth. We'll see what happens.
Liberators will get the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Little Engel will bring it up over to Gardner Casey. Casey over in the corner to Gigolo. Quick turnover there. McKnight with the steal is going to bring it back the other way. McKnight's going to kick it out to Foster. Foster back over to Combs. Combs, three ball up, no good. Rebound by Gardner Casey. Gardner Casey goes to the length of the floor. Pass up to Wyatt Campbell. Wyatt Campbell missed layup and back the other way for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was kind of an unusual look right there. Casey, going back to his quarterback days, throws it the length of the floor. Wyatt unable to convert the 2-point layup. Got a foul away from the ball.
Looks like they're going to get that on Wyatt Campbell, which is going to be his fourth foul.
Okay, Wyatt needs to, coach is going to pull him out and put Canyon, who also has four fouls, back into the ball game.
Going to be very crucial for the Liberators. And the Eagles will inbound it underneath their basket. Foster back over to Flint. Flint kicks it over to Combs. Combs drives up and going to be fouled.
Going to be on Brody Colton.
Colton Ingold with the foul.
It's going to be his first foul on the evening.
And that will put Jace Combs at the line for 2 for the Eagles. 7:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Liberators lead 47-42. First one up and good.
Combs, there, who pretty much won that third quarter all by himself, is back in. And I'll tell you, he's got 4 fouls himself. So
second one up and good. Looks like the Nixa Eagles are going to call a quick 30-second timeout. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bolivar Liberators Sports on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
Navigating ever-changing tax regulations can be difficult, but not with the Winfield Tax Service. They've been serving Southwest Missouri for 60 years and are 4 generations strong. From individual to business tax needs, plus bookkeeping and payroll services all year round. They've got it all. Call 326-3326 or visit in person. Located on the northeast corner of the Bolivar Square. Winfield Tax Service, your destination for stress-free taxes.
Midmo Bank loves Ozark families. You see it when you walk into any of their 13 Southwest Missouri locations. I mean, have you seen their community-focused Facebook pages? With unique products like their Treehouse Club savings accounts for kids or the parent-approved debit card checking accounts for preteens, Mid-Missouri Bank provides real-life financial literacy opportunities to the young people in your life. Stop in today and see how Midmo can help. Or open an account online in minutes at openaccounts.midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back, Liberator fans, to Great Southern Bank Arena on the campus of Missouri State University. Your Liberators leading the Nixa Eagles 47-44. 7:08 left here in the contest. We Liberator ball coming out of the timeouts. Ingold will pass it in to Gardner Casey. No pressure by the Eagles, and Casey will walk it up for the Liberators. Clay, extremely important here to have a good possession here on offense.
yeah, and you said during the break there we need to score, and there's no doubt about that. I don't want them to get within, to where they can take the lead, tie or take the lead in their next possession. So,
and Brody Ingold will have the. It looks like they're going to get a 5-second call. And the Eagles will take back over. Big defensive stop here for the Liberators. And Flint will bring it down for the Eagles. Flint drives up and good.
They just kind of cleared out and let him get all the way to the hole there.
And Brody will bring it back down for the Liberators. 6:19 left to play here. The Liberators hold a 1-point lead over the Eagles.
They just need
over the Brody.
Need to maintain a little control here. Don't press too hard here and just run your offense. Do what you've been doing.
Patient. Don't get over anxious here. But, man, it is key. We've got to score on this drive right here.
They called that foul on that.
Casey will inbound it. Over to Brody. Brody back over to Casey. Casey over to Gigolo. And Brody tries to drive there, but we'll kick it back out to Gigolo. Gigolo over to Casey. Casey over to Adams. Adams back to Casey. Just being extremely patient here. Trying to get a good shot. 5:47 left here in the contest. Gigolo up top, back over to Casey.
Try a little high-low.
Casey drive up, and no good. Off the mark. McKnight comes up with the rebound. And the Eagles will take back over.
We got the layup. It wasn't the best shot in the world right there, but he was in there. I thought it was going to roll in. That was a big miss.
Oh,
good turnover.
Great steal by Colton Ingold. Back over to Brody Ingold. Brody over to Gigolo. Gigolo kicks it back over to Casey. Man, what a huge break by the Liberators. The Eagles looking to take over there, the lead, but Ingold comes up with a big steal. And we'll be patient again here on offense. Looks like we're going to kind of just spread it out, spread the floor out here.
Coach Hoyt trying to get certain players on certain spots
Casey
on the floor.
With the layup, off the mark, no good.
Another steal.
Brody Ingold with the steal. What an exceptional defensive play by Brody Ingold.
Oh, wasn't sure what that was right there. They called it. We're up here high and we got these headsets on. I couldn't hear the whistle blow. Everybody kept going. I thought, what kind of shot is that from 30 feet? But that was.
Looks like we're going to get a full timeout called here by the Liberators. We're going to take a quick break, send it back to the studio. We got 4:33 left here to play. Your Liberators lead the top seeded Nixa Eagles 47-46. You're watching Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Welcome back, Liberator fans, to Great Southern Bank Arena. We're here with the 79th annual Blue and Gold quarterfinal matchup between the Bolivar Liberators and the Nixa Eagles. The Liberators on top right now with a 1-point lead, 47-46, with 4:33 left here in the contest. And man, has it been a good one, Clay.
Sure has. You know, Nixa, all their games have been out of state, so you haven't seen any video footage. I mean, you wonder if they've been in a close game. They fought their way back pretty good there from an 11-point deficit, but let's see what we can do here the remainder of the fourth quarter.
And the Liberators get it in. Looks like it's going to be a foul there by Flint.
It's going to be his third.
Liberators kind of having a hard time getting the ball there and able to come up with the foul. It's going to be extremely important to just value the ball here, get good looks, and be able to finish this game. Liberators kick it into Adams. Adams back over to Brody. Brody at the top of the key. Back over to Gigolo. Over to Casey. Casey looks. Brody. Drive up. Off the mark. No good. Tipped over by Adams. Gigolo with the three. Off the mark. No good. And the Eagles will come up with the rebound.
Nixa with another opportunity to take the lead from the Liberators.
And Foster will bring it up for the Eagles. Tries to get it into McKnight, but it looks like we got a kick ball by Brody Ingold.
We've been with this 1 point right here for the last three possessions for Nixa, and we've come up with 3 steals to prevent them from even getting an attempt to take the lead from us. So
we need a fourth one right here. So looks like the ref and Foster having a little words here. And the Eagles will kick it back into Foster.
Gonna call.
And that's going to be
Brody.
Brody Ingold's fourth.
Gonna be his fourth.
So extremely important here for Brody to stay on the floor with 4 fouls. And the Eagles will kick it back in. Foster up top. Eagles just kind of dribbling around the perimeter, trying to get it inside. Melda Barger drives baseline.
Throws it away.
Throws it away.
Or did we get a hand on it?
I think we got a hand on it. It didn't seem like it from up here, but we are also up here in the Raptors, so it's kind of hard to see.
All the players seen it, though, because none of them moved. Oh, hold on. There we go.
So here we go.
They just changed position where they're going to inbound the ball from. There's the steal.
By Brody Ingold. Brody Ingold will drive the length of the floor. Layup up and good. What a huge defensive play by Brody Ingold. And that extends the Liberator lead to 3 with 3:15 left here in the ball game. And the Eagles back down the other way. 3 ball up, no good.
That's going to be Bolivar ball.
Bolivar basketball. What just change of sequence of events there. The Bolivar Liberators coming up with 4 consecutive defensive stops, Clay.
Yeah, that's just so impressive. Then they get the 3-point lead back. They come down and Nixa takes a 3-point shot. We have the rebound, but it gets slapped out of bounds, so we're just going to get another possession here with a chance to extend this lead.
As we've said, value the ball here and get a good shot with a 3-point lead with 2:42 left.
There's a reach in. That's going to be 5. No, that's going to be 4 on Flint.
An outstanding job by the Liberators, coming up with 4 consecutive defensive stops. All 4 times, Nixa down 1, able to take the lead back over, but Bolivar has just came up with some huge defensive stops. With 2:40 left here to play, 3-point lead for the Liberators.
Just be patient, take care of the ball. No turnovers here.
Gardner Casey with the ball up top.
There's the turnover, and they're going to call him blocking foul.
Looks like they're going to get the blocking foul on McKnight.
That's going to put us at the line for 2.
And Gardner Casey, as you said, will go to the line for 2 with 2:27 left to play. And the first one is up.
Ooh.
No good. Gonna have to make her free throws, Clay.
Liberators tonight have done a really good job of that, making free throws. So,
second one up and good by Casey. 2:26 left here to play in the ball game. Liberators lead 50-46. Eagles will take back over here. Work it around the perimeter. Back over to Foster. Foster drive over to McKnight. And looks like we're going to get a foul called.
It's going to be number 5 on Giglio. They called that on Giglio. I thought they was going to get it's going to be his second foul, Giglio's second foul. I thought they was going to call it on Kenyon Adams, but they make their first one.
First one up and good. And the second one comes here for McKnight. Up and good. And that will bring the Eagles within 2 here. 2:11 to play here in the ball game, and Brody will bring it down for the Liberators. Both teams in the bonus. Liberators going to be very patient here, trying to waste some time off the clock. Colton Ingold with the drive, up and good! What a huge shot by the sophomore!
Big time basket right there by the young man.
That extends the Liberator lead to 4 with 1:44 left here in the ball game. Eagles up, no good.
Foul's going to be called on
Giglio. Loose ball there. That's going to be his 3rd personal of the game.
I think they called that on the rebound. I think it could have gone either way. Matt's the one that gets charged with it. Sending Kevon to the line.
Flint, first one up and good. Like you said, both teams making most of their free throws here. And that's what it's going to come down to here at the end of this game. Who makes their free throws is going to go home victorious. Second one is up and good. And looks like Nixa's going to call a full timeout here. 52-50, 1:38 left here in the ballgame. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99.
What would happen to your kids, home, finances, or even your business in an unexpected life event? At Ankrum Law, we understand that planning for the future is a gift to your loved ones. This is Jesse Ankrum, and I'm ready to help you secure your legacy with expert guidance in estate planning. From wills to trust, we provide comprehensive solutions tailored to your unique needs. For more information or to book your free estate planning consultation, visit AnkramLawFirm.com. Ankrum Law, helping you protect what matters most.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
No matter where this season takes you, the Bank of Missouri is here. We know a better life begins with a secure financial future. As a community bank, we work with you to understand your priorities and the changes that affect your finances. So wherever life takes you, we're here to help, just like we have been for 130 years. Get started at bankofmissouri.com. Live well, play well, bank well.
Welcome back, Liberator fans, to Great Southern Bank Arena. We're here at the 79th Annual Blue and Gold Tournament, quarterfinal round. Your Liberators leading the top seeded Nixa Eagles 52-50 with 1:38 left here to play in the game. And we will take back over after 2 made free throws from the Eagles. Colton Ingold will take the ball up the floor.
Feeds it in to Canyon Adams, who makes the basket, but they called him for traveling.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I have no idea what happened right there.
I don't either. He had his dribble. I'm not sure what happened there, but we're going to go the other way. So big defensive possession here for the Liberators, leading the Nixa Eagles 52-50 with 1:20 left here in the ball game. Eagles will dribble it around up at the top of the key. Combs has the ball, looks inside to McKnight.
You're going to call a foul on Casey, probably. Yep. Casey takes McKnight to the ground.
And McKnight will shoot 2 free throws here with 1:09 left to play.
That was the 3rd personal foul against Casey.
McKnight, free throw up, no good.
I think both teams up before that free throw right there were 13 for 17 from the line, both teams.
Second free throw up and good.
14 of 18 for the Nixa Eagles.
And looks like Robbie Hoy is going to take a timeout there with 1:09 left here in the ball game. 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right back here. Clay,
109. Okay, what's the game plan here? Do we go down and score?
I'm a little nervous here. I mean, you got a 1-point lead, 109. You got one thing about it is you got to take care of the basketball here. You're going to expect Nixa to come out with pressure.
There'll be a hard man-to-man pressure. There's no question about it.
Got to take care of the basketball. Good thing is, we are in bonus, so they foul, we get an automatic 2 shots. And what I've been preaching all game is it's going to come down to who makes their free throws.
Yeah, 1:09 to go. Do you try to score, play defense, get that 3-point lead at least, so a 3 can't beat you? What's the? I don't know. I mean,
right, and we haven't really seen many 3-point shots by the Nixa Eagles today. I'm not sure. They've only made maybe 1 or 2, so we'll see what happens here. Coming out of the timeout, looks like we got a home run ball to Gardner Casey, up for 2. What an incredible pass by the sophomore Eagle.
To even think about calling that.
Wow.
That's not the way I've seen it going, really.
So here we go, 54 seconds left. The Liberators lead by 3. And we'll see what the Eagles come up with. Get it into McKnight, up and good.
Timeout by Nixa.
Like we said, we got to be really careful inside because we both got Adams and Campbell, our big guys, with 4 fouls apiece. So we're not going to try to do anything silly here. The Eagles call a quick timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. Liberators lead 54-53 with 43 seconds left to play.
I'm just trying to stand up and look over the side here. The crowd came alive right there, and I think that some of the other teams that are filling in for this next game, I think all their fans are pulling for Bolivar right now.
So we'll see here what Coach Hoy and his Liberators draw up. 1-point lead here. 43 seconds left. Just an unbelievable play. I never in a million years.
The baseball throw down the length of the court.
Great execution there by the Liberators to be able to read that and see that being open.
Nixa is probably, you're going to be just as aggressive on defense right here. So, that kind of sets you up for for those backdoor cuts and everything because they're going to overplay you to prevent the pass. So, we'll just see what happens here.
So here we go here. Nixa is, of course, going to full court pressure here. It's going to come down to, looks like we're going to get a foul.
Going to call a foul. It's going to be on Nixa. Going to send us to the line with 43-9 to go. It's going to be his fourth foul.
So Brody Ingold probably getting ready to shoot two of the biggest free throws of his career this far. As his Liberators lead by 1 with 43.9 seconds left here in the contest. First one up and good by the senior guard.
Yeah, I was looking. Nixa has not made a three-pointer yet tonight. They might have attempted one, but they don't have any in the scorebook right now.
Second one up by Ingold and good. 2 huge free throws there by Brody. And the Eagles will come back the other way. Huge defensive possession here for the Liberators. And the Eagles will work it around the perimeter. Kick over, Foster, drive, back over
shot
to Combs. Combs, three-point ball up, no good.
20 seconds.
Back over to McKnight. Combs over to Foster, three ball in.
Banks it in. 20 seconds to go. I don't know who that was.
Tie ball game with 16 seconds left here in this contest. And Brody Ingold, we're going to set for the last shot here.
We're at 5 seconds. He's going to do it.
With the three.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. With the three-point shot from the bell.
About a 40-foot jump shot.
And that's a buzzer beater for the Liberators. Over the top seeded Nixa Eagles, 59-56. Oh, my goodness.
What a game. What a game.
Unbelievable shot by the senior guard. Comes up with 2 huge free throws. Nixa comes back down, hits a bank 3 shot. And then here comes Brody Ingold with the 3-point shot from the Bear, Clay. From the Bear.
2 things that happened in that last minute I didn't think. The baseball pass down here to put us up by the 3, and then that being our last shot from the logo way out there, 40-foot jump shot. There was no move to the basket or nothing, and the Nixa defender just stayed off of him about 4 or 5 foot, and Brody just went up with it with about 2 seconds to go.
What an exceptional game by the Liberators here, coming up with probably one of the biggest upsets in this tournament history over the Nixa Eagles. I can't believe what we just witnessed.
Hey, yeah, I can't either. I mean, I've got to looking around the crowd. Everybody in here that is not wearing red was on their feet. The other teams are standing down here trying to come out, and they're jumping up and down for the Bolivar Liberators. Could not believe what they just witnessed happen.
Man, I'm shaking. I'm just so excited for these kids. Coach Hoy, what an unbelievable, from the tip-off, Clay, just the Liberators were ready to play today. Wow, just an unbelievable effort from all the way from the top of the bench to the bottom of the bench.
The intensity that they come to the floor with, it's just never stops. Every game. I just love it.
Like we kept saying all game, you can never count out Coach Hoy and any of his teams. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. What an exceptional win from the Liberators here in quarterfinal action as they defeat the top-seeded Nixa Eagles. Clay, just looking around, a pretty good crowd here from the Liberator faithful, and I see a lot of former players as well as Coach Hoy has just created a dynasty here, and man, just unbelievable. I just can't believe what I witnessed there. Brody Ingold. 3. If you're just now joining us, Brody Ingold hits a 3-point shot at the Bear, at the buzzer, to defeat the top-seeded Nixa Eagles. With that being said, the Liberators now find themselves in a spot. They will move on to the semifinals tomorrow night at 4 o'clock right here at Great Southern Bank Arena, and they will play the winner of this next game coming up between the Stratford Indians and the Greenwood Blue Jays. Clay, the Liberators are in a great position to be playing for a gold championship on Monday evening.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You know, after what I just witnessed here, it's hard to put this all into words. It truly is. You know, like I said, we got these the teams that are playing right now. I've seen them. They was all excited for the Liberators to make that shot there at the end. But this is the winner of this game right here is who we will be playing tomorrow at 4:00.
Correct. Yeah.
So
man, your heart just goes out to Coach Hoy, Coach Brian, and the Liberators right now. Just a phenomenal game. Just like I said, from the tip-off till the final buzzer, the Liberators, they came up with a game plan. They showed up. They did their role, and that's why they come out victorious. And now they sit in a spot that they could be potentially they're 24 to 36 hours away from claiming a spot in the Gold Championship on Monday evening.
I was just trying to put some of these numbers together. Brody hit 5 threes on the day, but I don't know if I've ever seen a bigger three-point shot than the one in that ball game.
Absolutely, Clay. And wow, I can't believe what we've witnessed here. Just an extremely effort, you know, not just on the offensive end, but I'm just thinking of the Eagles literally went down 4 possessions in a row, was able to take the lead back over, but the Liberators came up with 4 defensive stops. And man, that was so big right there. We talked about their runs. The Nixa Eagles were making their run right there, and that shut them down. 4 times down the floor, they came away with no points, and not only no points, but no shot attempts. We made the big steal, and took it back down, and we scored. So just a tremendous job all the way around for the Liberators. Absolutely. And, you know, all you Liberator fans listening out there, hey, make plans to get here to Great Southern Bank Arena tomorrow afternoon at 4:00. We need Great Southern Bank Arena filled up with blue and gold. These kids, this coaching staff, they deserve your support. So get out here, make plans to be here, man. These kids are fun to watch. It's been, you know, I remember our first game over at the Willard tournament against Glendale, and, you know, I think we all said just give Coach Hoy some time in the gym with them. They're going to develop. They're going to learn their roles, and they will be a fun team to watch. And man, you know, 25 days later, this ain't even the same team we watched the first game.
No, there's no question about it. And I was there for that first game. And, you know, people asked me the next day, well, what's it going to be like? And I said, you know what? They showed potential. They didn't get shots to fall. They didn't take bad shots. Everybody was just, you know, it was just kind of, they were on pins and needles a little bit after that first one. But, you know, coaches probably seen something like that because they have completely – these guys have just jumped in it, and they've jumped in with both feet, and they are all in for Liberator basketball right now. They're just 100% at all times. It's some of the best teamwork that I can remember seeing in a while.
Absolutely. We are going to take a quick break here from Great Southern Bank Arena, and hopefully we can get Coach Hoy or Coach Brian up here to do a coach's post-game interview. I know they got to be celebrating in the locker room now, so it might be hard to get one of them up here, but we're going to try our best. But we're going to take a quick break here. Your Liberators coming out with a big victory this morning over the top-seeded Nixa Eagles. They will advance on to semifinal play at 4:00 tomorrow afternoon. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with stats from today's game, and then hopefully have Coach Brian or Coach Hoy on here for our coaches post-game interview. So you're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on YourCountry 99.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
All clothing is arriving at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon. Have a great selection of outwear by Bernie Apparel and Carhartt. Wood pellets, by the bag, the ton, or pallets. Now's the time to improve your fencing. Barbed wire, T-posts, pipe gates, panel gates at CNC's everyday low prices. Have any questions for the Farm and Home? Well, the answer man at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has the answers for you.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply in Bolivar and Lebanon. If you have questions, we have the answers.
CMH Orthopedic and Spine Center in Bolivar offers walk-in orthopedic care Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Available to children and adults, the clinic provides non-emergent care for orthopedic injuries, such as fractures, dislocations, sport injuries, and shoulder, hip, and knee pain. No appointment is necessary. For more information, you can visit them on the web or call 417-777-2663.
Welcome back, Liberator fans, to Great Southern Bank Arena. We're here for the 79th annual Blue and Gold Tournament. In the quarterfinal round, your unseeded Liberators coming up with a big victory against the top-seeded Nixa Eagles. Probably one of the biggest upsets in Blue and Gold Tournament history today, Clay.
Very much. Like I said, unseeded for us and number one ranked right there. That's stuff dreams are made of right there, knocking off somebody like that.
Right. So looking forward now, before we go to the final scores and everything. So looking forward for all you listeners out there, the Liberators now will move on to the semifinals, which will take place tomorrow late afternoon at 4 o'clock here from Great Southern Bank Arena. And they will either take on the winner of this next game here before us, the Stratford Indians, or the Greenwood Blue Jays. So the Liberators, they have themselves in an exceptional spot to get to that championship game, Clay.
Yeah, without a doubt. Once again, I just cannot talk enough about how good these guys play together. I mean, it's totally the team concept all the way, and you just can't. You can't coach that, I don't think. Well, you can coach it, but these individuals, I mean, they've come together. They've said, hey, this is what we're going to do. And they're making statements,
right. One thing I love about this team and what I love watching them is, we don't have a player, on our team like a McKnight or a Combs, we just have a bunch of guys that know their roles. They do what they need to do to take us to victory. And that's what makes watching them so exciting. Like I've said over and over again throughout this season, is they play their roles. They do what they need to do on the offense and defensive end. And that's what has put us in the position that we're in now. A 7-game winning streak. We're going to take it on the line to the semifinals of the Blue and Gold tomorrow. Yeah, nobody tries to do too much or anything like that. They rely on each other. If somebody's down, everybody else rallies around them and picks them up. So, yeah. So, let me give you the scoring real quick. Yeah, Clay, give us our scoring, please. Royce is on his way up here, so we do know where the coaches are coming. So, for the Liberators, Colton Engel, 15 points. Big couple free throws right there at the end to keep us with a 3-point lead. And then Brody Engel. Well, I'm going to talk about him in a minute. Gardner Casey had 6 points. Matt Griswold had 2. Matt Giglio. It's the holiday season. Wyatt Campbell had 17 points off the bench. And then Brody Engel hitting 5 threes. I believe the last 3 games that I've called with Brody, he has hit 5 threes in each one of them. Yes. So I like that. And good things happen when he does. But I have never seen a 3-point bigger than the one that he hit with 2 seconds to go. 2 seconds ago, he releases the ball, and the horn goes off before it gets to the basket. That's how far out he was. I'm just telling you. What a shot, and it was like nothing for him. So, yeah, tremendous job by the Liberators tonight, or this morning. I keep saying tonight, but this morning, 59-56, knocking off the number 1 seed Nixa Eagles. I think we've got Coach Brian maybe coming up here, hopefully. I just got a text saying that he was on his way, so we will wait patiently for him. For you all that's just joining us, your Liberators get a huge victory and upset the top-seeded Nixa Eagles on a 3-point from the Bear play by Brody Engel. Buzzer beater however you want to describe it, just an outstanding finish to an incredible game. So Coach Brian making his way up right here, right now. And we will go on the air with him for our coach's post-game interview. We're getting his headphone set on here. Coach Brian, can you hear me?
I can.
Coach, my heart's still pounding. I'm sure yours is too, man.
Oh, my gosh. That was incredible.
Congratulations on the big victory. Clay and I were talking, probably one of the biggest upsets in blue and gold history was taking place here today between the Liberators and Eagles. So just talk about how you're feeling. I'm sure the locker room atmosphere is just exciting right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a fun group. Everyone's pulling the same direction. And so, we're just pumped. We knew going into it, we really believed in our guys, even going into it, that it was good. We were going to have a chance. And they just went down and made one more play. So it was pretty incredible.
Absolutely. Clay and I were talking about there with under 2 minutes left. The Eagles had about 4 possessions in a row that they were able to take back the lead. But, man, we just came up with some huge defensive stops.
Yeah, down the stretch, I mean, they only hit, I want to think they only hit that 1-3.
Yeah, 1-3 is all they had. The last 3.
To get it tied up, but they were kind of a load inside. And we knew that going into it. I mean, it's been the theme all year is that we've known if we're going to have a chance, we're going to have to board. And that was, I mean, with their athleticism and their size, we knew that was always going to be a challenge. And that, I mean, the longer the game went on, I think you saw more and more of they kind of exerted their will a little bit in the paint.
Right. We talked about, Clay and I talked about is, Nixa, they've got kids like McKnight and Combs, big standout names that, everyone in Southwest Missouri knows about. Whereas, we just got a bunch of guys that are they're just good role players. They play their role. They do what they have to do on the offensive, defensive side to win. Just talk about some of your guys and just the incredible roles that they've stepped up in these last 2 games to get you in the position where you're at now.
Yeah, I think we got any given night, we've got probably 6 guys that they could lead us in scoring. They could do whatever to give us a chance to come out on the right side on the scoreboard. And so when you've got that kind of diversification, I guess you could say, it's hard to scout against. You just never know who's going to come at you. And we do have one really, really good shooter.
Yes, you do. Brody Ingold, man, he's lights out. He's just a gamer, and he's been like that his whole life. I mean, I remember watching him when he was in 2nd and 3rd grade, and he's just a gamer, and he can shoot the lights out of it when he wants to.
I don't know if you could see up here, but when we decided not to call the timeout, we just kind of cleared it out, went 1-4 flat for him. I mean, he was smiling. The guy had a smile on his face. He's just an incredible competitor. Cares about his teammates so much and would do anything for them.
Right, absolutely. Not only is he an incredible player, but he's just an incredible person.
Yeah.
Get to know Brody, you're going to love him in an instant. So, not too much time to celebrate when you come to the blue and gold. I mean, It's a 4-day tournament. You're in 4 days. You got to be already thinking about the next game. You've now put yourselves in a premier spot to get to that championship game. Talk about kind of what's coming up next. We've got Greenwood and Stratford coming up next. So, kind of just talk about what's next here on for the semifinal round coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, we put all our energy into Nixa, so we haven't had a chance to look at them too much. We know that Stratford being in our district last year and again this year. I mean, we're familiar with their personnel and what they try to run a little bit. So we'll definitely brush up on that, get to watch a little bit of it in live action, and then we'll be able to watch some film on them too and come up with the best game plan that we can, see if we can come out on top.
Right. Clay and I said at halftime, I guarantee you no one in Southwest Missouri had the Bolivar Liberators leading at halftime. And I know for a fact, no one had this upset coming either. Just an incredible victory. But that just goes, it goes to show the dedication from you and Coach Hoy and what you put into this program, not just at the high school level, but just the hours that you put in at the high school, the JV, freshman, on down to middle school and elementary. You guys just do an incredible job. And that's what keeps putting you into positions that you are put in up here at the Blue and Gold. And district champs, Final Four. So just, my hat's off to you and the exceptional job you guys do with our boys basketball program. Bolivar does not understand how lucky they are to have two individuals like you and Coach Hoy.
Yeah, T-Pain actually came up with most of the scouts. So, when we have our junior high coaches that are willing to invest a bit of time and energy, they're doing it too. Like, it's the same thing for the coaching staff. We're just all trying to give what we've got to the program.
I think that's incredible is, when your junior high isn't playing, you have all your middle school coaches over there, and they're putting time and investment into you guys as well. But that goes back to show just how great of a leadership you guys are, and they want to be involved in that. And I think that it just screams echoes of just, man, Bolivar is extremely lucky to have all of you. So, Coach, congratulations on the big victory. Go celebrate with your team. Take them out for a steak dinner or something. But as we said, it's a quick turnaround. Tomorrow night at 4 o'clock, I was telling Clay, I've seen a lot of former Liberators out there in the stands today.
Yeah, I think it speaks to our culture and what's been going on here for a long time. When the guys want to keep being a part of it, like they're in the locker room with us, that speaks volumes to our culture and what we're trying to be about. It really is a family unit. So
absolutely,
we love that.
Yeah, that's extremely special. But like I said, enjoy this victory today. What an incredible job by you and Coach Hoy today and all the rest of the coaching staff and players. Congratulations, and we'll be back here at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks,
you.
Coach. All right, and that will wrap up our coach's post-game interview there with Coach Brian. And that's going to do it here today at Great Southern Bank Arena. Just a few highlights before we go off the air. We will be coming back on the air tonight around 7:40, 7:50 as our Lady Liberators will be kicking off the pink and white tonight against the Logan Rogersville Lady Wildcats. That game is set to tip off at 8 o'clock over at Weiser Gym on the campus of Drury University. So be sure to check back in later this evening for some Lady Liberator basketball action. And then we will be back over here at Great Southern Bank Arena at 4 o'clock tomorrow night for the semifinal round for your Bolivar Liberators. And they will take on the winner of the Greenwood Blue Jays or the Stratford Indians. So that's going to do it for us here this morning, folks. Another big congratulations to Coach Hoy, Coach Brian, and all the Liberators on their buzzer-beating victory of the Nixa Eagles, taking down the top-seeded Nixa Eagles. So congratulations to them, and thank you all for listening here this morning. It's been an exciting one and fun one, and we appreciate all of you all out there, not only just from back home in Bolivar, but just across. I know we have lots of families listening from all across the state, so thank you all for tuning in and listening to us for such an exciting game today. We'll see you back here this evening for the Lady Liberator basketball action. Thank you all again. Signing out is Shania Franska and Clay Meyer. You're watching Bolivar Liberator basketball on MoSportsZone.com and listening on Your Country 99. Have a great day, Liberators, and we'll see you back this evening.
This Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Butler Funeral Home, celebrating life for your family. Butler Funeral Home. Midmo Bank, a better way to bank. Midmo Bank. Precision Small Engine, Bolivar's go-to small engine shop. Precision Small Engine. Oakstar Bank. Come see the difference a hometown bank can make. Bill Grant Ford. It's better in Bolivar. Bill Grant Ford. Hobby Time Motorsports. Come see what you've been missing. Firearms, fishing, ATVs, UTVs, motorcycles, and all things outdoors. Hobby Time Motorsports. Animal Care Clinic. Caring for your pets like their family. Animal Care Clinic. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Southwest Sewer and Septic. CNC Farm and Home. Home of the Answer Man. CNC Farm and Home. Warwick Electric. Plug into your number one electrical source. Warwick Electric. Citizens Memorial Hospital. They have the services your family needs to be healthy. Citizens Memorial Hospital. Hometown Furniture and Mattress. Still making sleep great. Hometown Furniture and Mattress. Quarles Supply Company. Bolivar's Kubota dealer. Quarles Supply Company. Hubbard Realty. Because buying and selling is not something you do every day. Hubbard Realty. Bank of Missouri. Live well, bank well. Bank of Missouri. Lime Bank. Banking refreshed. Lime Bank. Ankrum Law. Protecting what matters most. Ankrum Law. Winfield Tax Service. Your destination for stress-free taxes. Winfield Tax Service. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and the support of our kids.
Where you contact your man and you say, honey, I went to get gas and they didn't have the gas that I usually get.